Hi, this is Paul Slackers, Good News Planet. I'm speaking to Kelly Schulz. Hi, Kelly. How are ya?
Hey, Paul. How you doing?
Okay, good. Vice President, Communications and Public Relations, New Orleans Convention and Visitors Bureau, neworleansinfo.com. Okay, this is good. You're different here. What do you mean I'm different here? It's New Orleans. And you're different.
When you come to New Orleans, you're different.
Okay. And you know what? I know that to be true. Because I was different when I was in New Orleans, the many, many, many times I've been there, because it's just a great town, and it's a fun town, and it's a town you want to have, you come home with lots of wonderful memories. So how are things down there right now?
Things are great. We're saying it's New Orleans, you're different here. It really is one of those places where you come and sort of let your hair down, maybe drink a little more, stay out a little later, definitely eat a lot more than you do when you're home. And, we're having a great year for our tourism industry, and certainly having the Super Bowl winning New Orleans Saints hasn't hurt, but we're having a great year.
Well, you define the word hurricanes in a different way.
Exactly.
That's a drink, everyone.
It's a drink. One of my favorites.
Right next to the Preservation Hall, right?
That's right. I know, those hurricanes, man, you drink them and you think they're so sweet and they don't taste very strong, but
they catch up with you. And
yeah.
Preservation Hall was saved from Katrina, right?
Oh yeah, the whole tourist corridor, the French Quarter, and all the wonderful treasures that are part of the historic tourism area.
Mm-hmm.
None of those areas were damaged by Katrina, so all those places are just like everyone remembers, and in many ways they're better than ever. So, and one of the best things about New Orleans, of course, is our food and our seafood, and that's what we are celebrating this week with America's Night Out for Gulf Seafood.
What's that all about?
Well, on December 1st, we've got about 270 chefs and restaurants around the country, and many who are partnering with us to promote the safety of Gulf seafood.
Mm-hmm.
It's been several months since the BP oil spill, and that was definitely a tragedy on many, many levels, and people lost their lives and their livelihoods. And so, what we need people to know now is that despite the oil spill, all of the seafood that's coming from the Gulf of Mexico is more scrutinized and more tested than ever before, and is safe to eat. So the oysters and the shrimp and the crab and the fish and everything that comes from this part of the country, people should feel confident in eating, and that's what many of the chefs are helping us do on Wednesday night by serving a Gulf seafood dish in their own restaurants.
And they sure know how to shuck oysters down there.
They sure do.
You know how I know that? Because we work with the Oyster Bar here in Grand Central, and they have an oyster frenzy, they call it here, and the winners normally are from New Orleans.
I believe it.
And they can shuck them, boy. They're really unbelievable. So what does this mean? In other words, so here I'm in New York. Are we able to help out here and try a dish, or what exactly happens with these 170 chefs?
Well, you can go to neworleansinfo.com
Right.
and click on Dine America
Right.
and look for the restaurants in the New York area. I know that Drew Nieperent, who owns Tribeca Grill and many of the other great restaurants in New York, some of his team is participating. So it's really just a campaign where folks can go out Wednesday night and look for the Gulf seafood item on the menu, and that'll be the chef's choice of how he or she wants to prepare that Gulf seafood. But it's really just an awareness program to let people know that, seafood from the Gulf of Mexico is safe to eat. There have been so many misperceptions about that, and so we've been fortunate enough to have so many famous chefs around the country say, we're going to join with the New Orleans restaurant community and serve Gulf seafood in our own restaurants to our customers, not only on Wednesday night, but all year. So that's a great, having those ambassadors is really important, because so many people down here make their living in tourism and in the seafood industry.
Didn't I read that almost half of the seafood comes out of that area in America?
Most of it does. Most of the seafood that is served around the United States comes from the Gulf region. And, again, it's we need folks to know that there's still seafood available and that it's safe to eat. If it's being served to you in your restaurant or in a grocery store, it's definitely safe to eat. So we need to clear up some of those misperceptions that are out there.
What's this auction online? What am I reading here? It'll include restaurants donated cookbooks, diners for Louisiana Community and Technical College, a lot of different kinds of things are happening here,
yeah,
right?
there's a lot of, the restaurant community is such a close-knit community, certainly in New Orleans, but nationwide as well. So we've got some great partners, and we hope everyone will go out Wednesday night and take advantage of a chance to get some fresh Gulf seafood, but certainly the best way to do that is to come on down to New Orleans like you need to do.
Again.
And I know it's been a while since you've been down here, but, we hope folks will come on down to New Orleans and enjoy it,
Well, that's because they're all together because they're always in the weeds, they call it, I think,
Right.
which is a cooking term of it's not easy to prepare food for a lot of people, and to get it there on the right time, and it's warm and everybody served. It's an amazing thing. It's really an art, the food business,
really
isn't it?
It really is, and there are so many talented folks who are going to be joining us on Wednesday night all over the country. So we're really grateful to them, and certainly it's. Food and restaurants are a way of life down here, so it's one of the best things to do in New Orleans is to eat and to enjoy the food. So we say that we live to eat down here.
Okay, well, it's all good. You got a great website, and you got a great community down there as well. And I know, actually, after Katrina, a couple of days later, we threw a big benefit for you all down there, and you withstood and stood up strong, and your mayor and everybody's been really positive, and as well as the Tourism Bureau, of which you work for, which is the Convention and Visitors Bureau. If you have any questions about New Orleans, what's the best place to go to find out that information?
They can, and thank you for saying that. You guys have been great to us, and we appreciate it. You can go to neworleansinfo.com.
Okay, so all the information's there. Great job, Kelly, and congratulations, and we'll be sure to do something on Wednesday night here.
Okay, thanks, Paul.
All right, talk to you again. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.